Hello and welcome back everyone. Today we're going to be doing another deep dive, and this time we're going to be focusing on a specific system within the game Cretaceous Rails. One of my family actually supported and backed the campaign, and it was brought along for us to all try, and I really enjoyed my experience of it. It's a great game with a lot going on, but there was one specific thing that really stood out to me, and that's what we're going to focus on today. So there's a lot going on in this game. There's a lot of features. You've got the main board where you have all of the resources and the dinosaurs, and you're trying to move out and take those resources and rescue the explorers and bring them all to your main board so you can use them. You're improving your main board. You have train carriages and you're expanding, and you're collecting your points and adding different upgrades to the right hand side of the board. There's a lot of stuff going on in this game. But the thing that really stood out to me above everything else was the action board mechanic. It's not actually a board per se, but it is made out of various tiles. And these tiles are laid out in a random pattern every single turn. So it's never the same. And these tiles contain icons on the front which show you the different types of actions you can take. You can collect resources by chopping down trees. You can capture the local dinosaurs. You can build railway networks. You can upgrade your cards next to your board. There is a very good system here, and it shines to me. It's exceptionally good. And I wish other titles used this design because, as I'm going to go into, there's a lot of reasons why I like it and why it stands out and why I think it's worth discussing in a video. Now, you're going to have to forgive me, I didn't get loads of pictures. This was a while ago we played, and it's not my game, so I can't get more. But you can obviously see what's going on there. You can see that the players have placed their pawns in between two tiles, and what happens is you get to execute both the actions that you are adjacent to. So whether that's the ones above and below, or the ones horizontally to the left and right. So you get to choose where to place your pawn, and then take the subsequent two actions. And this is brilliant because in this game, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of complexity, and you're thinking about your train network, you're thinking about connecting to resources, you're thinking about what you need to achieve your goals. You're planning ahead, maybe 1, 2, 3 turns ahead. And you're also trying to plan where to put your pawns. And you want to get the spots to allow you to do what you want. But the problem is, someone might dive in there before you, and it might stop you in your tracks. And you've got to think about, what do I do now? I've got to adjust my plan. I've got to choose an alternative path to what I want to achieve. Or maybe even take up a completely different alternative option now. This is a great thing because it keeps you thinking on the fly. It's making you stay involved in the game and watch what's happening on other players' turns. You're invested in seeing what they do because they can affect your plans. Where they choose to put their pawn can make you decide to take a completely different course of action. And this is what I like. It keeps you involved, and it makes you think, and it makes you strategize not just about the turn you're in, but what you're going to do next turn. And somebody else's decisions will make you take completely different paths to what you were originally thinking about. As you can see by the tops of the pawns, they've all got numbers. So they've got 1s, 2s and 3s there on the screen. What will happen is the first player will play their number 1. The second will play their number 1. Third, number 1. And then you go around the 2 pawns and then the 3 pawns. So you're constantly adjusting your strategy as all of these spaces, these opportunities you have right at the start of the round, start to diminish and you get less and less options to pick from. All of this really culminates in a great design, and I like it a lot. And the variability of having tiles instead of a set board where they're all in the same place, having tiles that randomize every time you play, giving you different options. Maybe all of the chopping actions where you harvest the trees are up in the top right, and next to them is building rails, but you don't want to build rails. Well, now you're going to have to adjust your strategy. Maybe all the hunt dinosaurs that you want have just been completely used and now you can't hunt dinosaurs. So now that's halted your plan and you need to do something different. The variability and the modularity of that little action board is just great. And this is a great design that I hope other games in the future take on board. Now, I'm not saying that this was the original game to do this design. It's just the only game that I can think of that has executed it this way in terms of choosing the actions you do on your turn, restricting you to the placement of your pawn, and you have to do the actions you're next to. But having that variability of how it's randomized at the beginning of every turn, so it's never the same, or it's unlikely to be the same, I should say, because the probability is always there. But it's unlikely to be the same layout for a second turn in a row. And I think that really, really shines. I like this mechanic. I like this system. I think it's a noteworthy one that deserves some recognition. And while I was playing the game, it did keep me engrossed. I made plans one turn where I was going to do this. I'm going to get the scout action and the harvest action. And I was waiting for my turn and waiting. And then the player who was before me stole my spot. And then it got to my turn and I was like, great. My plans have completely ruined now. I can't accomplish what I wanted. So I've got to change my angle completely now. And it wasn't frustrating. It just made me adapt. It made me try different things and choose a different path to what I was thinking originally. And I like that. It's not a stressy kind of challenge to overcome. It's more about adapting your strategies. Yeah, this is the main focus of today. I just wanted to talk about how great this system is, and I really do hope other games take it on board because it's very ingenious. It's a very intelligent design. I really like it. I really like it for many reasons because it forces you to be adaptable and forces you to really think about what you're going to do and be ready for that point where somebody scuppers your plans and you have to completely rethink them. But it's not that complicated a game where you're then going to be having analysis paralysis and someone's going to sit there for hours going, oh, what do I do? What do I do? No, you just simply choose another spot and execute the two actions because all the actions are themselves relatively easy things to do. So it's not going to scupper someone and make them freak out because they don't know what to do. You just simply choose another spot and you do those actions. Fair enough, they might not get to do what they originally planned, and it might foil your way to earn so many victory points, but that's part of the game. That's part of the randomness of a game. You're not going to win every time you play. Yeah, I think this is a standout mechanic, and I just wanted to highlight it. As part of this deep diving series, I'm going to highlight specific mechanics or things that really stand out to me in games that I really like. And this one deserved a video and deserves some recognition. I'll probably do a first impressions video of Cretaceous Rails as soon as I can get around to it. I'd love to get some more pictures, of course. I hope you've enjoyed this. There will be some more coming deep dives focusing on specific mechanics in other games that I like. So keep an eye out for those. But otherwise, if you're into dinosaurs and trains at the same time, this might be one to look at. Like I said, it's not an easy game though. There's a lot going on in it, so it's a hard one for me to recommend right now until I've had more plays of it. One play is not enough for me to start recommending it to people. I hope you've enjoyed today. Please hit the subscribe, hit the like, and notifications. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Have you tried the game? Do you like this mechanic? What do you think of it? Is there any other games or mechanics that you think are outstanding? Let us know below. And I'll see you all next time.